The Alex Johnson is a premier destination hotel in the Central Black Hills in Rapid City, South Dakota. Hello, I'm Jim Didier, a former owner of the hotel. Today, I'd like to take you on a special tour showcasing the beauty and majesty of this wonder hotel of the West. For over 85 years, the lobby of the Hotel Alex Johnson has essentially remained the same. The only difference has been the construction of an entryway into the Mercantile in the early 1980s and the Chubby Chipmunk Chocolate Boutique in 2013. Everything else is original. We have two original herd mounts from the Scotty Phillip buffalo herd of the early 1900s. The fireplace, which features a portrait of Alex Johnson as Chief Red Star, is made of native river rock with brands in the mantle of over 30 early South Dakota settlers' livestock brands. The other portrait of Alex Johnson in the lobby was presented to him by the Chicago Rotary Club in the early 1930s. The appreciation for the Lakota came at an early age with Alex Johnson, as when he was a ticket agent in eastern South Dakota, he was traveling back to his home in Watertown one evening when he was beset upon by several robbers. A band of Sioux warriors came up, scared the robbers away, and left Alex Johnson with the day's receipts intact. The lobby is dominated by the Warland chandelier. The symbol that looks like an inverted swastika actually represents the four life-giving forces of east, south, north, and west in the Lakota culture. The ceiling was painted over a 2-week period by a native Lakota medicine man and his apprentice. Also on the floor you'll find more symbols indicative of the Sioux culture. At the rear of the lobby are two working native stone fountains. The lobby registration area also features original room key boxes. They had a staff of 14 bell persons on duty, most of them at the same time, to make sure that guests here were pampered as in other major cities in the West. The western expansion of the railways in South Dakota, particularly by the Chicago Northwestern, was because of Alex Johnson's efforts in convincing landowners to give them the rights of way through their lands. This also opened the door for increased business development and tourism. When ground was broken on the hotel on August 19, 1927, there were 150 workers and a smattering of locals to view the events. At times, there were over 300 craftsmen, bricklayers, electricians, and carpenters on site. The Hotel Alex Johnson was constructed in under 11 months. It earned the designation as one of the true fireproof hotels in the Midwest at that time. Alex Johnson enclosed every piece of steel in concreted gunite, with the exception of these two pieces of rail extending from the north part of the building, which are actually surplus Chicago Northwestern Railroad iron that were used to haul meat up to the second floor restaurant. When the Alex Johnson was first built, it had over 200 rooms. Over the years, these rooms were renovated and the 200 rooms became 143. There have been over 5 million people that have stayed here, worked here, or otherwise come to the hotel for one function or another. That means there's a lot of spirits, most of them good, a few questionable. A young girl in a long flowing dress has been seen on more than one occasion by numerous guests at the hotel. In 1957, the hotel was featured in Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest. During the filming at Mount Rushmore, the cast and crew stayed at the hotel.
Left a forwarding address, Hotel Sheraton Johnson, Rapid City, South Dakota.
For a brief time, while the hotel was under the Sheraton flag, Alex was dropped from its namesake and was even removed from the sign at the top of the building. Directly east of the lobby lies the world's largest location of Seattle's best coffee. The area used to house a men's haberdashery, women's fashion wear shop, an early tobacco store which featured Rapid City's own Cycle brand cigars. In the 1950s, the area transitioned into the landmark restaurant and famous Carousel Lounge, where customers could revolve in a 360-degree view of other patrons in the bar while imbibing in their favorite beverage. This area of Patty O'Neill's once hosted the Chicago Northwestern Railroad and Western Airlines ticket offices, as well as the world-famous Staghead's Bar. Through the years, we've hosted such celebrities as Alfred Hitchcock, Jay Leno, Margaret Thatcher, Jerry Seinfeld, and Ted Nugent. Today, locals as well as tourists can enjoy the region's largest selection of imports as well as domestics with 24 on-tap selections. Although 6 seated presidents have used Suite 900 as their residence, Only 2 owners have. The first, of course, is Alex Johnson in the last 7 years of his life. The second was Kay Reardon. You see Suite 900 now in much the same way as what it was renovated back to Kay's specifications in 1978. The original Hotel Alex Johnson Solarium has been restored to this magnificence in the Vertex Sky Bar. Originally designed for people to come up and get some sun during the 20s and 30s, it was also home to Peregrine Falcons in 2005 and 6. Now, visitors can stay inside or go outside and view a 360-degree view of downtown Rapid City. One of the hottest nightclubs in the 5-state area was called AJ's Nightclub, or Yesterday's. We had the first video screen which allowed dancers to watch themselves cavorting around the dance floor. At one time, locals referred to the ballroom as the Golden Web Room, so named for the intricate gold design separating the unique terrazzo tiles in the floor. For over 50 years, this was the only structure large enough to hold any kind of event in Rapid City. The Alex Johnson hosted every major dignitary involved in defense within this country at one time or another during the 50-year period. For smaller professional settings, we recommend you use the Jefferson State Room or the adjoining Lincoln Room here on the 2nd floor. It's interesting to note that the Lincoln Room is decorated with an exact copy of wallpaper that Mary Todd Lincoln used in her home in Illinois. The Washington Room can seat groups of up to 75 people with round tables of 8 or up to 150 people theater style. Thanks to the efforts of Alex Johnson and early Black Hills tourism visionaries, the Alex Johnson Hotel has been a premier destination location for the Black Hills for over 85 years. To find out how your family can experience the hotel and its amenities, visit our website at www.alexjohnson.com. The Alex Johnson Hotel, the residence of presidents.